today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated.
Well, the hope, Coach, was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Ready? Check, 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 check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Go,
on the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, Alpha.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, 66.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Slam. Hey, alert 3. Watch safety. We are going. Hey, we are going.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On third down, here's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Yep. Regular. Twist. Share. Sugar. 49, check 49. 6 guys, check 6.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Here we go again. Hey, watch it.
Goal 50.
25, check 25. No. Off.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 50. Mike's 50. Push him back.
Let's go on. No, 66.
Hey, tight. Mike 50. I'm on. Mike 50. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Wait, that 380.
Check 59. You better be afraid of me. You better.
Alpha.
Mike, check 59. I'm coming.
Alpha.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to look deep down the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Rodgers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
And Adams has it, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From a yard out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past her.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
21-0 our score after 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Tampa Bay. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action. Now Brady. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Miller. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Perkins. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
He's going to let this one go deep and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Hey, orbit.
Get the ball.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Shadow.
They do go for it. It's Brady. He's got Evans. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. The 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and a rout is on here in this first half. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team.
He's got a man, complete. And that one results in 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught inside the 15. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
This one complete to Devin Funchess. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down.
On 1st and 10, Perkins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. Looking deep for Adams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
A 34-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack them.
Jones hit in the ball zone, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Quick edge, quick edge.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 2nd and 14.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball in the option, but not there. I mean, you just saw exactly why many old NFL coaches would say, don't use your quarterback in the running game.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On first down, Perkins. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His second touchdown on the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He completes it to Evans. That's well good for only a couple. It brings up third down. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Irvin to return. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Perkins. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Keep it up, guys.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now this time, Brady will throw. He's going deep for Brown. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Back to throw. Perkins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vita Vea. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. They'll try the right side with Jones.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Check. Watch 54. On the arm.
Throwing on third and long. Perkins. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that?
Let's go.
They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Out.
Hey, 66.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Quick move by Miller. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Hey, 66. Hey, echo.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Watch the screen. 50's the mic. No.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on fourth down on the other side leads immediately. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll run with Miller. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on third down.
Wait, 20.
Mike 50. Double dog, that's the way.
From the gun, Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. A first down carry now for Miller. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
I'm going back to you.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moss. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Throwing on first down, Perkins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
they will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my niggas over here need the same. Okay.